Hey, Asia.
Hello, Lucy.
It's been a minute.
I feel like
since
minute.
we've actually even gotten to talk and hang out.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited for today's.
Yeah.
I'm so
You were
excited.
gone yet again.
I know. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm here for a while.
Yeah.
Like a good 5 weeks, and then I'm gone again. But then I'm here until Christmas.
Yeah. It's broken up in increments.
I wouldn't leave you guys for Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
I'm so excited.
Is how
for
Lucy
Thanksgiving.
became established into.
Thanksgiving is slowly becoming my favorite holiday of the year. I feel like because of
Yes.
the breakfast.
Thanksgiving in
so
the Rempel
excited.
family is quite an event.
I'm so excited.
And so getting you involved in that.
Yeah. Maybe
It's
we'll
one
go
of
to
my
Big
greatest-
Lots again. I feel like we've gone to Big Lots twice. Every Thanksgiving for the last 2 years now.
Yeah. Was it
Have
last?
I think that's the most I've ever actually set foot in a Big Lots.
The only time I've ever been into
Yeah.
a Big Lots were those 2 times.
Yeah.
Was it last one or the one before where we ate Jack in the Box?
That was the one before.
The one before.
Yeah.
Detrimental. Lucy got sick.
I actually got food poisoning, I think,
Got
and or the
sick.
stomach flu, and I missed Thanksgiving dinner because I could not stop throwing up.
That was
And
a
it
rough
was so
one.
sad. I was like, all I was looking
Because
forward
who
to
knew?
was the ham and the yams.
My
but-
family has been through the ringer with the Black Friday shopping, the Thanksgiving. Our schedules have changed because, like, Black Friday used to be Friday, and then it moved to Thursday.
So then you guys adjusted.
So then we adjusted.
And you were like, fine, we'll
go shopping
do the
on Thursday,
deals,
and then
have the big Thanksgiving dinner on Friday.
Exactly.
Because then it's like a 2-day. It's like
2-day
days of
extravaganza.
eating fun.
Yes. Then they changed that
Yeah,
yet
2 years
again.
ago they changed it back.
Nothing was open on Thursday.
Nothing. The only place that was open was Big Lots.
And Jack in the Box.
And then for food, McDonald's was even closed. Yeah. Everything was closed, and the only food place that was open was Jack in the Box. I am never
It was bleak.
eating Jack in the Box
It
again
was
in my
bleak.
life. That is the worst. Sorry, this is so off. We weren't even.
This wasn't even planned.
That was the lowest I think I have ever been. Was that Jack in the Box? Those tacos, the greasiest.
Yeah. I think we were like
I could throw up
convincing
thinking about it.
ourselves, like, oh, I remember these tacos. They're good.
And then I like shopped
They
the
were
whole next
not.
morning.
Mm-hmm.
Went home, and I was like, Aisha, I have to go home. I went home, puked my guts out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, maybe I can rally for dinner, and I couldn't, and so I missed Thanksgiving dinner that year.
That was a bummer.
Anyway,
We will not be doing that
hoozles,
again.
I will never go to Jack in the Box again if I can help it. We're gonna do our weekly reports.
Yeah, we are.
But anyway, all that to say, Thanksgiving here in Arizona is my favorite. So
And it's fall is
Beautiful
approaching.
weather.
Fall is approaching.
Yeah.
Kind of here in Arizona.
Already had an apple cider.
I have not.
I love apple cider. Anyway, do you want to go first for your
Yeah.
weekly report?
I can go first.
Okay.
I feel like my weekly report
Asia's.
is full.
Stacked.
It's full. It's
It's a
stacked.
stacked lineup
It's
this
stacked.
week.
It's stacked to have some updates. I have some fun things that have happened this week. So
Okay.
let's get into it with the
Let's hear it.
I'm doing rewatching
Okay.
because I went into a bit of a animated movie craze.
Yeah.
And this is different for me. I'm just not really an animated movie girl. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up on Disney. What?
Sorry, keep going.
I grew up watching Disney, but as an adult, I'm like, I just like don't. I'm not gonna watch the animated movie
That's
until
sad.
I know, well,
Okay.
until I get the itch.
Get the itch.
So it started with Shrek 2. I watched Shrek 2.
Such a good movie.
It was lighthearted. I needed something
Such
lighthearted.
a good movie.
Shrek 2 was so good that I then went and watched Shrek 1,
Yeah, naturally.
and it was equally as good. And then I was on a DreamWorks kick that I watched The Prince of Egypt. Have you ever seen this?
Oh, I know.
We need to watch this because
Okay.
I grew up in a pastor's family. That was my childhood.
Yeah.
So I watch it as an adult and am moved. It's so good. The
Did you
soundtrack.
cry?
I did.
Okay.
This past time I did. The soundtrack is great. Sandra Bullock is a voice. Jeff Goldblum's a voice.
I didn't know that.
It is top tier.
That's crazy.
So I watched that, and then I went further, and then I watched Tarzan.
The soundtrack
Because
Tarzan
of
is
the
so
soundtrack.
good.
Phil Collins, just
You'll Be in My Heart. Strangers Like Me.
I know.
Some of the top
I'm
Disney
like
songs of
also
all
getting
time.
teary eyed
Yeah,
in that movie.
1000%.
So that was really fun. I feel like like my spirits were lifted this week with the animated movies. Will I continue to watch animated movies? I don't know, but I got the itch. The itch is scratched.
The itch has been scratched. Okay. Okay.
But shout out to Phil Collins because that soundtrack is so good.
That soundtrack is so good.
Yeah. Eating, it is what, September now? But the pumpkin spice has dropped at Starbucks.
Yes.
And it's a big day for me because I specifically with, and I know this is like cliche, but specifically with the Starbucks pumpkin spice, because I'm not a big like coffee drinker.
Yeah.
But the pumpkin cream cold brew.
Yeah, the pumpkin cream cold brew is
it just does it for me. It's like the perfect ratio of like coffee to a non-coffee drinker. Like coffee to like cream. Because otherwise I'm drinking like basically milk.
Yeah, the pumpkin spice latte is a lot for me.
So I struggle with the coffee thing because like I struggle with coffee, but then if I make it to where I would like it, it's just milk and it hurts my stomach. Gotcha. So the pumpkin cream cold brew came out and girl has had many already. So
you've loved it.
I love it. It's so good.
That's so good.
My activity for this past week has been update on my bathroom situation. Everything is fixed. Everything.
Let's go.
We hit rock bottom though. Like we did hit rock bottom.
It was a low for you.
Because my toilet has been broken for a while. I will not say how long. Okay. Because that's embarrassing. For a long time. And then this past week my shower stopped working. Well, I broke it. Yeah. I went to fix something. Yeah. The water got stuck on. Fully on. So it's just spewing out water. My parents are gone. My mom's my lifeline. So I said, what am I gonna do? You're like, the water's spewing out and I had to go and shut off the water to my house for a while. Yeah. My brothers came over and helped me fix it. The brothers came over and helped me get it fixed. And so, yeah, my bathroom is fully functional. Then I went a step further and like decided to like do some like tiling in my shower.
I have yet to see it.
Yeah. I don't know why I did. I think I was like feeling pretty down about my bathroom. Fair. And I was like, I gotta level this up. And I couldn't do like what I wanted to do without tearing the wall down. So I was like, we'll do something else. So it's fixed, it's usable, and I did a little house project.
I love that for you.
Yeah, so it was fun.
You're so handy.
I can be if I want to be.
You are.
I can be. I think plumbing, really, I hit my level where I was like, I can't do this. My mom actually fixed it. So, disclaimer, we did not hire a plumber.
Your mom's amazing.
My mom is amazing.
She does it all, really.
My mom fixed the toilet. Did I help her? No. Did I hold the camera? Because we did FaceTime some friends that live in Rockford, Illinois. Shout out to Jay and Beth. Okay. So I was holding the camera on FaceTime, and my mom did it. And so my mom's amazing. She is
so handy.
My idol in every way. So everything's fixed. There's no smelling. The shower's not leaking.
I'm so glad.
We're good. I'm out of my guest bathroom.
Just in time for...
Yeah, I was like, I gotta get this fixed because I am having a friend come in town and she needs that bathroom. Yeah. We're not sharing a bathroom.
No, I wouldn't either.
Okay. Moving on to my obsess. This one is also heartfelt because Lucy made me a playlist this week.
I did!
Lucy made me a playlist and it's all I've listened to.
Is it?
Yeah. Yes. It's a really good playlist.
I carefully crafted it.
She did, and she texted me how to listen and what it meant. Mm-hmm. It was to help me kind of help me.
It worked?
It has helped me.
It starts really like, it's like a butterfly. It's like a metamorphosis by the end. Yes. You're a caterpillar, and then you go into a butterfly.
Yeah, it starts a little sad, and then starts to pick up some speed. And then we're good by the end.
It really goes through almost all the stages of grief, maybe.
Was I grieving? Maybe.
Yes.
So, yeah, it was so kind. It was so kind of you.
Of course. I'm surprised I've not made you one before, honestly.
No, I love it. It's like a love language thing.
It is.
And so
I love making
I accepted that, and I was like, oh, this is... It's named after me, and it's for me, and it's for my situation.
Exactly.
So it was very nice. She is a playlist master. recommending. I found a dupe. I found a good dupe.
Oh,
A good dupe.
Ooh.
I got in the Trader Joe's, like, get this versus this at Trader Joe's.
yeah.
So I took my little self to Trader Joe's and I got this face oil that I've been seeing
Okay.
in like place of this really expensive drunk elephant marula oil. It's like $68.
Yeah.
So Trader Joe's has a marula oil for $7.
You like it so far?
I like it.
Okay.
I watched many videos on it and I was like, I'm gonna try it. There's no scent.
Yeah.
It's like hasn't like irritated or anything. It's $7.
That's amazing.
And
they're so good at that.
it's good. So I might be trying other dupes.
Another
from
dupe that
Trader
you can
Joe's.
try from Trader Joe's
Yeah.
that I've done is the Supergoop face sunscreen.
I've heard of this one.
I got
yes.
the super dupe. I got
super dupe goop.
I got the dupe from Trader Joe's face sunscreen, and I think that's $6. And I've really liked it.
You like it?
I like
Because
it
I
a
do
lot.
have super goop.
Yeah, I really like the
Okay.
Trader Joe's face sunscreen.
There was like a
It has not caused my skin to break out
good,
at all.
good. Okay, I
'Cause
will
think
try that.
The other face sunscreen I have was causing a breakout on my skin.
Sunscreen
a
is
little
tough.
bit.
Sunscreen is tough. So, okay,
Try it.
because there was another one. The Trader Joe's by my house did not have this like the bum scrub or something.
Yeah.
I can't find it.
I actually bought my mom all of these dupes because she sent them to me and they don't have a Trader Joe's back home. So I bought all of
That's
them for her
amazing.
because she was like, "Can you get this? Can you get this? Can you get this?"
Have you
So
found
that's funny.
that scrub or that body? I don't know if it's like scrub or
No, I
butter or
think it was
something.
out of season because I think the video
Oh.
she sent me was like a summer one and now they're transitioning to fall.
Gotcha. I did get this other like
So-
cocoa butter there. That's been nice.
Yeah.
I did drop like it's open and I dropped it face down on my carpet. And then I tried to scoop it up. This is sick. I'm sorry. Scoop it up.
It's like in Schitt's Creek when she drops her foundation on
Yeah,
the floor.
she's
She's
scraping
putting
it.
it back.
I feel like
He's
that.
Are you
I
going to put that
literally-
on your face?
I literally just bought it and I went bloop, splatted on the ground. I was like, "Are you kidding?"
That's so funny.
Just picked some dog hair out of it.
I love that. Oh my gosh, that's
But
hilarious.
yeah, the face oil is a good dupe.
Okay.
And it's good stuff. So last but not least, treating myself. I was doing really well not buying clothes.
Yeah.
And then I did cave and I bought the white Adidas Sambas.
Yeah, you did.
I feel like I knew I was going to all along.
We all knew. Oh my gosh, those are so fun.
They are. And I was
like them.
I feel like this is going to be the shoe of the season for me personally. So I have the black. I've loved the black. But I refrained from the white because I have so many white shoes. But these, I needed them. I needed them. And I feel like you can wear them with like anything.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I'm going to be an Adidas girly this winter.
Here's my problem with the weekly report. I have so many side things
I know.
that I could go down because I just.
Someone's calling you.
My brother's calling me. Sorry,
Wyatt.
Wyatt, I'll call you back later. I just bought white Adidas at a garage sale in Oregon.
Nice.
And I don't know if they're in or not. I don't know if they're the cool ones.
You can make it.
Okay.
You can make it cool
Yeah.
and just wear it.
They were only $5. And they
Dude,
look
so they're
brand
cool.
new.
So
They
they're
look brand new.
So they're cool.
And they look kind of like that, but not really.
I just would wear them and like
Okay.
own it.
You're right. The
Yeah.
world doesn't need to know. The
Yeah.
world doesn't need to know.
All right, that's a wrap on my weekly report.
Sick. All right. I will start with my weekly report. I'm reading. She's reading.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading the book Crying in the H Mart right now. Don't know if you've heard of
Okay.
it. Actually, I
From
think
you.
I've described
From you,
it
yes.
to you. So it's kind of like a autobiography bio novel from
Oh, novel. Never heard that word.
crap. I don't remember her name. She's the lead singer of Japanese Breakfast. Not
Okay.
Japanese House.
Oh, I was like,
Sorry,
what?
there's two different bands.
Oh, I love the Japanese house.
Yeah, she's the lead singer of Japanese Breakfast, which is also great music.
Yeah.
But it's about her growing up and kind of like her life and just
Oh.
her mom passed away. And so it's kind of talking about like her grieving her mom and just like what it was like growing up in an Asian American household.
Interesting.
So super interesting so far. I really like
Love
it.
it.
Eating. Oh my goodness. I keep eating these so much. So Trader Joe's has these tiny little, probably like this big,
Yeah.
of mini peanut butter cups.
Okay.
And they're just so good. You like pop them in your mouth and you
Yum.
bite down, and it's like the peanut butter bursts out
Milk
of
chocolate
it.
or dark chocolate?
Milk chocolate.
Good, because I don't like.
Disgusting.
I don't like dark
and
chocolate.
I hate it. So if you like it, that's awesome for you. Love that. It's
people,
healthier
I know
for
people
you.
as
I know.
an adult are like,
don't
they're
come
like,
at me
oh,
with it's
dark
better
chocolate.
For you. It still
Come on.
sucks. It's
It's
not
chocolate.
good. It's not sweet. It's like
It's
bitter,
bitter.
and I don't
Yeah.
like it.
I agree.
So
Okay. Yeah.
I've been eating a lot of those. It's my little treat. My little treat. Playing. I went to Oregon this weekend, and I've
Yes,
never been
she
to
did.
Oregon, and
Oh, so
I
fun.
loved it. I reunited with my two best friends from high school,
That's amazing.
and so we had a lot of fun. They're just hoots and hollers. I have a hoot and a holler of a time when I'm with them. They make me laugh a lot, and so I got to go to the coast though, and we went tide pooling.
Cool.
And I gotta touch some starfish. I touched some anemones.
That's so fun.
The sea urchins. When you touch a sea urchin, it just like curls around you.
In my
Like it's
mind,
gonna
I'm
kill you, but
afraid
it's
to
not.
touch them.
It's so fun.
Huh.
So fun to touch them. Then there were these seals. Seals just get so mad at each other when
Yeah.
one disturbs the peace.
Is it like in San
hilarious.
Francisco on
Yeah.
the Pier 39?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like at this one, they only have this tiny little dock, and there's probably like 50 seals on it. And so if one moved a little, they all just started barking at it
my gosh.
and fighting. And then it
Yeah.
was so sad because some of the seals were trying to get up, and they would
They
like
couldn't.
start. It was so funny. We probably watched it for a good like 30 minutes.
They're entertaining.
Like, we were like all laughing so hard. And I bought saltwater taffy.
Yeah.
I love saltwater taffy.
You love saltwater taffy.
I love saltwater taffy. In a dream world, I would open my own saltwater taffy store
Yeah.
in Cape Cod. And I would be
specifically
like a seacoastal grandmother who just had her own saltwater taffy store. That is like, that sounds like my dream.
Where is Cape Cod?
It's over up in like New England area,
Okay.
like Massachusetts, Connecticut area on the coast.
I have not been over there.
I haven't either.
Oh.
I've read a book once and it impacted me heavily. It changed.
You're like, I'm moving to Cape Cod.
It changed my entire perspective on life.
A book?
Yeah.
Interesting. Not
I
even
read it
like
when
a
I was
movie,
like
huh?
11 or 12, and ever since I'm like, all I want to do is
Yeah.
live over there, or own my own Christmas tree farm in Vermont.
Yeah.
And that's also from a movie.
Those are both very niche.
Yeah, both are like two dreams that in a dream world,
Yeah.
that would be what I was doing.
So
the fact that I'm in Arizona, crazy.
It's maybe like the simple life thing.
It is. It's just like,
yeah.
like I could grow my own
Yeah.
food.
Like you don't need a lot. You
I
don't
could go to
require
the
a lot.
farmer's market. I could be reading a book on my little patio.
Yeah. That does sound
Oh, it sounds
nice.
so nice.
Away from the
love
hustle
it.
and bustle.
Away from the hustle and bustle.
Of
So
Phoenix.
Oregon kind of gave me a little taste of that.
That's true.
But opposite side of the country.
Yeah.
So I got to see my besties. And trail around Oregon. And my friends cooked for me, and it was so nice.
I know you told me that, and I was like, man, that is the kind of friend I want to be. And I don't know if it's
They,
attainable for me.
They like grow their own tomatoes, so they made like breakfast with like fresh grown tomatoes. Like, oh my gosh, it was amazing. She made me lattes in the morning. She like steamed the milk, did like
Dang.
latte art. It was, man,
They have their life together.
incredible. So anyway, I'll be thinking about that trip whenever I'm stressed out now to find my inner zen or whatever.
Yeah.
Obsessed. All right, it's fall. So what's she rewatching? Gilmore Girls. Absolutely.
Okay.
Put it on yesterday.
Dog. Okay.
Watched 8 episodes. Done.
This I don't know if I've told you
It's
this.
only the fall though.
No, I agree.
hate the show kind of honestly, but it's so good in the fall.
I had this weird itch because I don't tell a lot of people this. I've seen Gilmore Girls, but I have not seen it consecutively all the way through. So I
No.
was like, should I?
I stop when she goes to college. Rory irritates the crap out of me.
Oh, because I was
When
like,
she goes
should
to
I
college.
deep dive and do it?
You
this
should.
fall.
If you don't remember it.
None.
Rory she's the worst character. I'm like, can you stop for a minute and be grateful? Gosh.
See, now I'm not wanting to.
No. It's really good though. I watched 8 episodes and I still love it.
Yeah.
So definitely you should watch it.
Yeah.
I love me some Gilmore Girls. And I love Luke, Jesse.
See, I don't know
Jess.
the guys enough.
Dean sucks. I'm not a
Yeah.
Dean girl at all.
Yeah, I need to figure out which.
Lorelai, I love.
I like.
Sometimes,
I like
no,
her.
I do love Lorelai. Actually,
Yeah.
Lorelai's pretty consistent for me.
Sure.
At least so far. I don't remember if she gets worse. What I'm recommending, man, she's really on her like little folky vibes, isn't she? I'm recommending the new Zach Bryan album.
Whoa.
I know.
Whoa.
I know.
Recommending Zach Bryan to me?
It's borderline country.
To me?
It's borderline country.
Whoa.
Yeah, I really liked it, guys. It came out a couple weeks ago.
I have been hearing a lot of buzz about it. And
he's good.
I think I might take a listen. I am not a country person.
I'm not either.
At all. But
if I've loved the Lumineers.
Yeah.
And if I love the Lumineers and I love Noah Kahan, he feels like an extension. It kind of feels like the top 3.
Yes.
So like those are like my big 3 in like the folk
Western
vibes.
I do get into like folk, so I'm
not
like
country though. He's not country.
It's not like
he's not like he's not Luke Bryan or like that kind of country. It's more like soulful country, almost like bluesy folk country.
Okay.
And I vibe with it a lot.
Yeah, I've been thinking about taking a listen.
I highly recommend it. I can pick out the best, my faves, and maybe let you know. Summertime Close, that's a great one.
Okay.
That's the only one I can think of right now because everything goes out the window in my brain when it comes to music sometimes. Treating. Alrighty. Let's buckle up here for a second.
Let us know.
This is the best deal that I did indulge on. I don't normally buy 12 packs of soda because
cans
it's $9 for 12 cans.
They are the superior.
And that's ridiculous. That's the best way to drink soda.
It's the best way to drink soda.
Number 1. Fountain drinks are the last on the food chain there.
No. 2 liters.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I always forget about 2 liters. That's the worst.
2 liters are the no.
That's so bad.
Do not spend your money on that.
It's literally so bad. So me and Asia are going to her brother's house, and we're in charge of picking up soda. And I'm like, oh, man, that kind of stinks because soda be pricey these days.
This is about to be a chunk out of the wallet.
So I was like, all right, let's get like 1 12-pack or like maybe 2. I don't know. So we were like, all right, I was going to do the 12 packs, and Asia was going to cover something else. And so we split it down the middle. Anyway, I don't need to go into this. Sorry, I'm getting off track. So I go up, and on the name brand soda is a coupon.
We're talking
name brand Coke, Pepsi products.
Dr. Pepper is Pepsi, but
the coupon says 4 for $12.88, and I said, "What? Hold on. Let me get this clear.
How intense it got in the aisle.
I was reading the fine print. I was like, you're telling me I can get a Pepsi 12-pack, a Diet Coke 12-pack, and then 2 others I don't care about 12-pack for $12? I was losing my mind. I did have to download an app. I had to sign up.
She's downloading the app. So she's inputting her email.
We're each carrying 2 12-packs through the store. And I'm like, we don't need a cart. Like, let's just go.
It's too late for the cart.
So we get to the checkout. I enter my phone number. It's not working. I call over the worker. I'm like, hey, just so you guys know there's a deal. I want to make sure I get that
told the manager,
deal.
You're like, this deal is so good.
I'm like yelling at the manager. I'm like, you don't understand how good this deal is.
We're not buying this soda if we're not getting this deal.
No. So I'm getting to keep a case of soda. Asia's getting to keep a case of soda. We're bringing 2 to her brother. It was the best of both worlds. I raged about it. I posted it on social media. I had people sliding up like, where is this happening? Where? Yeah. That was the best deal. They basically gave me that for free.
We made money on that deal.
We
literally made money on that deal.
So that was me treating myself.
$12 for...
I've told everybody about that deal. It's not even funny. So now I'm telling all of you.
You know, I went there the other day and I started scrolling the app and clipping coupons.
Look, they're making us coupon people.
I am becoming I went to the checkout and
wild.
I got cheese for 97 cents. Can you believe that? It was $4.99.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how they're making money because
how are they making
I'm
money?
making money shopping there. Yeah, that's a good trading because you got excited.
I was hyped
in Albertsons.
I like told the manager. I said, "Look, I'm not one to normally call you over and make sure
I don't usually do this.
I'm not usually like
I
this.
don't do this.
but I need this deal right now. And I got it. So that's my weekly report.
We love it.
Now we're going to go into a story written by one of our viewers.
We are reading a story by one of you.
By one of our listeners. So Asia has not heard it. It's been a couple weeks since I've heard it, so I don't remember.
Don't read the email. And I said, okay.
Okay. I said, don't read it. I'm going to read it on air. So I'm going to go ahead. The names have all been changed.
Yeah,
so
we love that.
It's anonymous, so when I say the names, don't be like, oh my gosh, she's exposing
Looking
her.
it up, yeah.
I'm not. So, okay, I'll get into it.
Dialed in.
Oh, my hands are shaking, so I'm nervous about reading this. I'm scared I'm sweating. Okay. I, McKenna, age 24, have been in a situationship on and off for 3-ish years. My best guy friend and I met the summer of our freshman year of college. We were both in serious relationships with other people at the time. He transferred to my university for 1 year when we spent a lot of time together. Met each other's families. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay. He transferred to my university for 1 year where we spent a lot of time together. We met each other's families and when they came to visit and hung out with the same friend groups. We gave each other advice about the relationships we were in. In parentheses, it says, not saying it was healthy, just being honest here. After 1 year, he moved back to his home state of North Carolina, and I stayed at our university. We stayed in contact the whole time. In 2020, when COVID happened, I went through a breakup with my longtime boyfriend. I was heartbroken, and it was really messy. But he was a great friend to me through that. After that, we had planned FaceTimes every week and stayed more in contact than ever before. 3 months later, he flew from North Carolina to Texas, where I live, to visit me. We spent the weekend together, didn't cross any physical boundaries, but we had just a great time. We truly are great friends. After the weekend, we continued our weekly FaceTimes. These FaceTimes were hours long. Sometimes we would chat with each other's parents, best friends, roommates on these FaceTimes. Just felt really normal, but really good. After about 5 months, he organized a huge surprise, got my friends to help him, flew in, and showed up at my door on my birthday.
Whoa. Okay.
I was so surprised and so happy. It's important to note that this was the first time I ever thought of him as maybe more than just my best friend. But I didn't say or do anything about it. I know everything about him. He knows everything about me. I am the happiest when I'm talking with him. After the birthday trip, we keep talking about, but a year goes by. Convos begin to fade, and we both start dating other people in our separate states. Just felt like a long-distance friendship at this point. It's a bummer, but felt like the natural progression of how things were going. After those relationships end, I got a phone call one day, and he is on the other line, confessing his love for me.
Shocking.
Never saw that coming. Saying how much he wants to be with me and how I am the one for him after all these years. I, of course, am overjoyed. There is a lot to figure out with logistics and distance, but who doesn't want to ultimately end up with their best friend? After this, we go on for about 2 months of talking more seriously. I had a work trip in a neighboring state, which was about 3 hours from where he was. We had planned to do dinner, but he doesn't show up.
What?
I got no true explanation, sparing a ton of random details. After that, we essentially stopped speaking for 4 months. It felt like a mutual agreement to not reach out anymore. I am so sad, and I feel like I've lost one of my best friends at this point. What? This is the winter of 2022. Essentially, since then, he has profusely apologized, giving me all the reasons why it all happened. In parentheses, it says not great reasons, but something in me just really wants him in my life. Yeah. He will reach out every 6 weeks or so to say hi and catch up. In a few of those times, he has drunk texted and called and said things like, if we were in the same state, we would for sure be dating. And my mom thinks that you're the only one for me. And then comes around the next morning and he apologizes for blurring the lines.
Whoa.
During one of these times, I offered to fly out to North Carolina, and another in parentheses. I felt like it was all talk and no action, so why not offer? I've never flown to see him. Fair. And she was looking at dates, but he backed off that idea pretty quickly, saying we both know that what would happen if you did that. And then in parentheses again, it says, I don't know what he's referencing, but it was clear he didn't want me flying out.
Yeah, I'd be like,
fair enough. I'd be like, okay. My friends don't like him because of how he has played me, and his friends don't like me because he keeps coming back. He told me that, in parentheses. But something in me just misses our friendship so much that it won't It likely won't ever be the same. We have been through a lot of life together, and I haven't met someone where I feel like I can be so much of myself, say anything, and feel like it is so accepted. And I still feel like he knows me so well, but I can't undo the past, and I know I deserve better. Essentially, I know this is so toxic and messy, but here we are. Years and years later, do I just not respond to him when he reaches out and grieve what we once had? I have given him the benefit of the doubt so many times. Thanks for reading and listening.
Whoa.
I know.
That had some turns.
Crazy?
That had some turns.
That one is wild.
I was like, really team, like, oh my gosh, this is such a happy ending for a minute.
Yeah.
Until he didn't show up for dinner. Okay. Oh, I have to.
We have to like almost go through it step by step.
Dial
I feel like
this in.
It would have been great, but I feel like him not showing up for dinner.
Yeah.
And you said it wasn't for a valid reason.
That's a big statement.
I feel like that is where I would have been like, all right, we're donezo. But also, like, realistically, if I was in your shoes and I loved him, as it sounds like you do.
That is so tough because they went the, like, best friend route first, which is tough.
Those are blurred lines. I don't necessarily know how you
it begs the
them.
Question that I think we ask a lot.
Can guys and girls be
friends? Can guys and girls be platonic friends?
Call me cynical, but no, I do not believe that
I don't think so. I don't think so in terms of, like, I think as an adult, you can be friends with the opposite sex. Obviously, that's a thing. Yeah. But if you're both in a place where you're, like, trying to find somebody and then you're spending one-on-one time
together,
FaceTiming, I don't think that.
Sorry.
For one person, at least, at a minimum, there's going to be more feelings than the other. And that makes it confusing.
I agree. So I feel like that is number one.
Yeah, I think there was something.
In my mind, if you're a guy and a girl talking one-on-one like that, FaceTiming, chatting all the time, that is initiation on one side.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not trying to be that close, really, with anybody. Just kidding.
So even when they were dating other people initially, there was something there because they were seeking counsel from each other.
And that also
that can like put you in a sticky situation as well.
That crosses a line where it blurs a line to me whether or not we're just friends.
Yeah.
And so I feel like, though, I just can't believe what a quick shift. Something must have happened.
Something happened
on his end.
Yeah.
Something had to have happened on his end.
Yeah.
To go from professing love.
Because it seems like they were mutually like, all right, let's try this.
Yeah.
Which I think at the end of the day, with this situation, either there's two things you could do. Yeah. You could go for it and really go all in and try.
Yeah.
Or not and like cut it off.
And I feel like at this point where you are now with it.
Yeah.
I personally feel like it's more beneficial to cut it off.
Yeah, because
if it's every 6 weeks or so,
it's not.
And he's just like, hey, how are you? Like, come on. It's not really serving you at all.
No.
It's not serving him. I don't know what he's doing. If he can't get over you, he shouldn't be reaching out at all.
Right.
If he's trying to get over you. If he's trying to be manipulative and play the game of like, oh, I want to keep her on the line, so like let me periodically check in. I think that is so unfair and
it is unfair
messed up.
Because it puts
it puts you in just the worst position
where you're kind of waiting around.
You're kind of hopeful for something that's like not going to come around.
Remaining hopeful, which stinks because then what I have been trying to I feel like you put yourself in a position for something better. Yeah. Making room for something better.
Yeah. It's almost like you're putting it too on the back burner and you're like, maybe eventually, or like you keep reflecting to that, looking to that, being like, well, like maybe I would keep talking to this other guy, but in my mind, I'm still thinking maybe he'll reach out eventually.
Personally, I've like told myself, oh, like, yeah, I'm going to get over this person and whatever, but there's still a corner of your brain that's you're devoting to them. Yeah. And it doesn't allow you to make room for something better because you're still distracted.
Yeah, it's definitely doing a disservice to yourself.
Yes.
And so, personally, I always kind of lean on the side of like a clean break.
Yeah.
And if he reaches out,
it is hard. It's way harder.
It is way hard.
It's hard.
It's a lot easier to say than to actually do.
I feel like the grief, like, and like losing a friend, like a best
especially
friend.
A best friend,
someone you've known and confided in for a long time. So it's like way easier said than done.
The grieving process of that is like the worst part. But then on the other side, I think during the grieving process of a best friend, a relationship, whatever, it's like in it, you're so sad.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I just think all I'm going to ever think about looking back on it are those memories and just be so sad about it. But I think once you get past the grieving process, I'm now at a place where I can look back at those memories and be like, oh my gosh, that was so fun.
Yeah.
And like not regret it or like not think about it in such a sad light. I think it's hard if you don't get necessarily that closure. But I think because he's still continually reaching out, I would say don't respond.
Yeah.
And then
Lucy's good at that.
See, like after a few, I would say like 5 months, if he's still continually reaching out, the whole every 6 weeks thing, I would maybe say like, are you available for us to like call?
Yeah.
To like maybe clear the air where it's not the awkwardness. And that way I kind of feel like you also have every right at that point to be like, I feel like you shut us down after you were the one that pursued me.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
you're the one reaching
if you don't want to
me.
do the long distance thing and you were like making excuses for doing long distance, then like I want a clean break. Like I don't need you checking in.
Yeah.
I will miss our friendship forever. You mean a lot to me. But like I can't keep doing this back and forth because I am
absolutely
getting my heart or drug over the coals every single time you check in.
It's so up and down.
Like that stinks. And so I just feel like I would give it yourself 3 to 4 months of clear headspace of not reaching out, ignoring his texts if he does.
Yeah.
No communication. I know. Oof. It's hard.
It's tough.
Put it on mute so you don't even see his name pop up.
Yeah.
Block those alerts. And then after those months, if you're like, man, I'm still thinking about it and you need some kind of closure, I think you have every right to be like, hey, I'd just love to talk and clear the air.
Yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with communicating about it, but communicating, like being honest, like super honest about kind of where you're at, what like the manipulation kind of factor is, and to get that closure if you want.
I also feel like we didn't even mention the part that he is like drunk texting and like calling you. That I would be almost even more mad about, because I'd be like, now you're really sending me signals. And so I'd be like, what is it? Just stop talking to me. Leave me alone if you can't commit to it.
Yeah. So I feel like, because I'm a little bit of an over communicator, I think sometimes. So I think you're at a place like in your friendship with him to where it's not like you need to be a cool, chill girl and like you're at a place where you could be like, what the heck is going on?
You can cut pretty straight to it. Like you don't need to do a lot of fluff with it.
Like, this is how I'm feeling with like your mixed signals, and I would appreciate it honestly if you would stop. Or I mean, it could go the way like, or if you want to try this, then let's really try it. But like, don't like not show up for dinner when we like plan to do that.
Yeah, especially because you were all the way out there.
Yeah, I feel like obviously something happened.
Yeah.
So,
and if his friends talked him out of it, or if he's letting other people talk him out of it, then like that's on him.
Then you deserve
too.
better
like,
anyway. Yeah.
He needs to figure it out and like step up for himself if that's the case, and decide what he actually wants.
Yeah, you could definitely like chat about it or do the clean break thing if like you're for sure done.
Yeah.
Which is hard. It is hard to do.
I agree.
But
I think do a clean break, and then over time, if you feel like you deserve to know what happened, call him out on it, and then just be like, I want us to be amicable. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we can't keep being best friends.
Each other's confidant.
Yeah, like, I want us to be amicable, though, and I want to know what happened, and I want to, like, resolve this so we both can move forward on our own respective paths. So.
Yeah.
That sucks, though. That is,
really
like,
does.
so messy and unfortunate. Like, that's, like, a lose-lose either way. Like, either way, you're losing a great friendship.
A friend, yeah. That is really tough.
And either way, you're getting a clean break, so.
Yeah.
Best of luck to you. Let us know what you end up doing.
Yeah, give us an update.
And
hopefully, if you're able to maybe try to move on and see if you can find a connection like with somebody else that makes you forget about it. Maybe.
Prioritize yourself.
Yeah. But you do definitely deserve somebody to like be excited to see you and like
someone that will commit to you too.
Be intentional about time and like commit to you. I think
not dropping these big bombs of like affection on you and then like retreating.
Don't the love bombing thing.
Love bombing's weird to me.
We're not doing that.
No.
Because if someone can't commit to you,
we're adults
and
here.
that's what you're looking for is someone to commit to you, then obviously you're not a match, you know. So then you deserve someone to like
Thank you so much for writing in.
Yeah.
These are the stories we love to share and chat about because I feel like,
I think a lot of people
we're like
deal
your
with
best gals here.
A lot of people deal with that like way more than you think.
Like that.
Like losses of friendship or like blurred lines, situationships. Like I feel like people don't talk about it because it's like, oh, it's not that big of a deal.
Not knowing if like a friend's into you, not knowing those lines, all of those things.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
If anybody is inspired to write us in their story, I would love.
I think situationships suck because like you don't feel valid to like feel hurt or like,
my gosh,
there's like it's not a breakup, we weren't anything, but like if you're hurt, it's valid.
You're so valid.
And
you're so valid.
Like it
1,000%.
Yeah, exactly. So
no, super valid. But we figured to end this little episode, we can do a quick pop culture because our time, I can feel it. She's getting long. She's getting long. So, updates in the pop culture world.
Tell me.
Joe Jonas, Sophie Turner, rumors of a divorce here. But you know what? I don't know if I buy it.
Devastating.
Because first of all, I love them as a couple so much.
I love that they're private.
So much. That's the thing.
They are private.
I don't think, like, if they're going to get divorced, like, they don't let people know stuff unless they want to.
Yeah.
Like, we know so little about their lives.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to, like, speculate. Yeah.
I appreciate
like, we don't
that.
know their kids' names.
Yeah.
We didn't even know that they had a second kid until she posted she was in labor. Like, we had no idea she was even pregnant. Like,
Cat's out of the bag.
We had no idea they were engaged.
Yeah.
We had no idea that they were married. Like, they don't post anything about one another. The only reason we knew that they were even parents was she ended up posting a Father's Day thing for Joe. So, like, I don't want to, and I'd be devastated if they were.
That is devastating, but like you said, I guess.
I feel like they just don't share anything, so I'm a little hesitant to believe it. Also, we did finally get the confirmation that Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet are together.
Gut punched.
They went to the Beyonce Brie show last night together.
I was gut punched.
There's a picture of them kissing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Devastating. I have been a Timmy girl for a while. I am shocked too. I'm shocked.
Less.
I don't love it. No, I do too. I don't love it. Not because I don't like either.
I don't mind Kylie Jenner. It's just.
It
feels like such a cliche.
It does. I like also. It did. Okay. It's not that I'm like diehard, like
Timmy
crush
fan.
him, but I think him in Little Women.
Yeah, no, 1,000%.
Was like, woo. But I don't love that. I think the crush is dying. And also I saw the video of him smoking at the concert. I was like,
smoking a cig.
That gave me the ick. So it's okay.
It didn't.
I know. I sent it to Lucy and she's like, that's
crazy.
Looks hotter.
Looks better almost, actually. Really leaning into the sad boy.
No,
vibe.
I was a little sad about that one. I didn't want to believe it for a while, but it's okay.
I was so shocked by it. I just didn't believe it for a while.
I was like, there's no way.
So now I'm even more shocked.
Good for him. Good for her.
Yeah. But
whatever.
That's what's happening right now amidst the pop culture world.
Yeah.
Those are the two biggest stories I feel like I've got on my radar.
Yeah, I agree.
That I'm keeping tabs up with.
Cool.
So,
coolio.
This has been another great episode.
Yeah. Thanks for the people that have wrote in.
Yeah.
It's been so fun.
It's so fun to read.
Yeah, we're going to read more.
Yeah. So write in more if you have them. Like and follow us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts.
All your podcast platforms.
Spotify. If you write a review, it does help me and Asia. So
it makes us feel better.
Well, it helps us internally, but also like the actual podcast, it does help.
Yes.
Promotes it a little bit to others. So
yeah. Write a review.
Write a little review.
If it's nice, maybe we'll read it.
Yeah, we will. If it's mean, I guess we'll also read it. But
That's
what
true.
if you didn't do that? So that'd
We're
be
sensitive.
cool.
No, I'm just kidding.
But also maybe not do well for our podcast.
Yeah.
But hey, freedom of speech.
Write whatever you want to
Do
write.
whatever you want. But
Thanks for listening.
thanks for listening. Your support.
Yeah.
Is so sweet.
And we'll
See you
see you next week.
Catch you on the flippity flop.